Imagine standing on the bustling streets of early 20th century Calcutta, where horse-drawn carriages jostle with rickshaws, and the scent of wet earth fills the air. Nirad C. Chaudhuri, a boy from Kishoreganj, navigates this city's roar with fierce curiosity and sharp intellect. But beneath the noise hides a question that shapes his life. What does it truly mean to belong to a land caught between colonial rule and awakening nationalism? Let's dive into Nirad's tangled childhood, where tradition and upheaval clash under Bengal's stormy skies. Nirad's birth in Kishoreganj, East Bengal, in 1877 placed him in a household where his father, a respected lawyer, and his Puritan mother demanded discipline. The family upheld rigid rituals and a love for literature, setting the stage for Nirad's restless intellect. His mother's sternness dished out moral lessons daily, while his father's legal debates introduced him to critical thinking. Think of Nirad's upbringing like a garden where native Indian plants grow alongside imported roses. This clash between indigenous traditions and British colonial influence created fertile confusion. His mind was a crossroads, absorbing the ancient chants of Sanskrit texts and the sharp rhetoric of English classics, simultaneously embracing and resisting both. This uneasy blend sparked a lifelong inner conflict. Nirad didn't just inherit culture, he questioned it. Early exposure to nationalist ideas and Western rationalism made him a walking paradox, proud yet skeptical, tied to his roots but yearning for freedom. A surprising insight emerges. Identity is often shaped less by comfort and more by the tension of opposing forces. Nirad moves to Calcutta, India's crucible for revolution, culture, and colonial paradoxes. This city isn't just a backdrop, it's a character shaping his worldview. For 32 years, Nirad roamed Calcutta's avenues, from the lush Maidan to the crowded College Street bazaars. The city pulsed with extremes, opulent British clubs perched beside ragged Indian neighborhoods. It was a living textbook of colonial tension, where he observed the contradictions of power, poverty, and identity daily. Streets weren't just streets, they were lessons. Nirad saw Indian nationalism ignite like wildfire, both inspiring and chaotic. Like a sunbeam through the fog, political rallies, pageants, and scriptures murmured ideas of freedom and unity. Yet colonial rule was pervasive, a looming shadow on every celebration. Think of it as a chess game with unseen rules, players masked by history and culture. This long immersion transformed Nirad from a passive observer to a chronicler of India's rebirth. His writings don't just recount events, they decode the spirit of an era. The insight? History isn't just facts, it's lived experience, full of complications and contradictions that tell us how nations, or people, are truly made. Nirad's intellect wrestles with the British Empire, adoring English literature while questioning its colonial grip, revealing a complex mental dance. Nirad devoured Shakespeare, Milton, and the Victorian poets with awe, feeling a profound kinship with their genius. Yet this admiration was never blind. He critiqued the empire's arrogance, aware it stood on Indian subjugation. His love for English was like a musician mastering an enemy's instrument, creating beauty, but never forgetting the battle it represented. This duality operates like a high-wire act. You balance appreciation with skepticism, admiration with critique. Nirad's mental acrobatics demonstrate how deeply one can engage with an oppressor's culture without losing one's own identity. It's a reminder that embracing complexity trumps simple loyalty or rejection. Ultimately, Nirad's writing offers a blueprint. Intellectual honesty requires wrestling with contradictions, not erasing them. His autobiography isn't just personal memoir, it's a contribution to how nations might understand themselves through honest, uncomfortable self-examination. The unexpected takeaway: sometimes to heal, you first have to sit with the discomfort. Back on those noisy Calcutta streets, Nirad's story leaves us with a simple yet powerful truth. Belonging isn't about fitting in neatly, it's about owning the contradictions inside. Next time you face cultural confusion or self-doubt, try this: lean into your contradictions. They're not your weakness, they're your unique strength. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.